So I figured that today I talk a bit about Halo and the franchise in general, and a little about Halo 5. The footage you're seeing is footage from the Halo 5 beta that they held, which ended quite a while ago. Fortunately for you, the only footage I had was the footage of probably one of the worst Halo games I've ever played in my life. But while I was playing the Halo 5 beta, and I'm bringing this back long after the beta ended, because I was playing the Master Chief Collection. And that game, I mean, it's 3 months later, it's still broken. And that was probably my most anticipated game of 2014 was the Master Chief Collection. And on release day, when I couldn't even find a game, literally could not find a game, it was extremely disappointing. I know a lot of people were very disappointed with that game. And 3 months later, it's still broken. It makes people wonder what the hell is going on. What are they doing about this? And it seems like they're just trying to move on from it and shove Halo 5 down our throats. When, I'd rather play Master Chief Collection properly than play the Halo 5 beta, because I don't really care about the Halo 5 beta at this point, because 343 they messed up the Master Chief Collection so much. I don't want to badmouth 343, but definitely for them to take the games that Bungie brought us over the years, the Halo games, and fuck them up. I mean, this bad. It was a little frustrating, to be honest with you, because I was so excited to play these games, and I think a lot of people were excited to be able to play Halo 2, play a redone version of Halo 2 Anniversary, play Halo 3, and even maybe play Halo 4 some more. But I think the one thing that people were looking for was that nostalgia fix. I know I was, personally. Because Halo is a franchise that has meant a lot to me, and I think it means a lot to a lot of people. I think, the first game I ever played on Xbox Live was Halo 3. And then, Halo 4 I was excited for, and I played it, and it was okay. It gave me faith in 343, because I was worried that with a new team taking over the game, that maybe it wouldn't live up to Bungie's, the games that Bungie made. And then, Master Chief Collection, I didn't even anticipate that there would be any problems. But then when the game was released, it was just so disappointing to have a broken game that, my most anticipated game of the year just be completely broken. Talking about the Halo 5 beta, I normally, I think, to play more Halo, if this was this time last year and the Halo 5 beta was coming out, I think I would just be so excited to jump into it. But I think just the awful release of Master Chief Collection just completely brought it down for me. And I'm honestly, at this point, I'm not even excited as I would have ever been for Halo 5 on new consoles. But I think that instead of focusing on Halo 5 and the beta and talking about this and that, they should just maybe fix the Master Chief Collection and focus on that and one thing at a time, instead of releasing a game every single year, which it seems like they're slated to do, because Halo 5 is supposed to come out this year, unless it gets pushed, which, who knows, these days every game gets pushed now, because people don't, they rush their games too much. I don't want to badmouth 343, but because I'm totally cool with them making new installments. I get it. Bungie didn't want to do it anymore, and they wanted to move on to other things. And they've had tremendous success with Destiny. But for 343 to kind of take the games that we love from that Bungie made from Halo and just kind of fuck them up this bad, I mean, it's really disappointing, honestly. And I don't know a lot about servers and all that. I don't know if they could have ever been prepared for this, so I don't want to badmouth them, but it really is disappointing. It makes me wish that Bungie never gave up the series and they were still making it. Halo 5, it feels like Call of Duty, honestly, with, aiming down the sights and sprinting and jumping and all this. It kind of feels like Advanced Warfare, honestly, and it makes me wonder if the series is going to turn into the next Call of Duty, with an installment every year and repetitive gameplay, and it makes me wonder if 343 really knows what we, the fans of the series, actually want. To me, Bungie did Halo so well because they built such a strong community around their games, and have continued to do so with Destiny. But 343, I think, they haven't done that so well. You know, I remember playing Halo 3 and playing custom games, Infection, and other custom games like Jenga on, you know, Standoff, and, you know, Halo 4, there was none of that. And Master Chief Collection, I haven't seen any of it at all because no one can play it. It's not as broken as it was back in November, but you know, it's still not perfect. I can still find games, but it's still not where it should be. And I know they're still struggling with it and patching it left and right. And honestly, at this point, I'm really afraid for the future of Halo. And I think, for, you know, in my opinion, and I think maybe a lot of people think this, I think the franchise at this point is just holding on by a thread. I mean, they could, one more bad installment and they could just go off the edge completely and Halo could be done. And I really don't want that to happen because the franchise has just meant so much to me, and I think it's meant a lot to a lot of gamers, honestly. Just as it's so iconic to the Xbox, and I know it's an exclusive and I'm an Xbox gamer, but it's just so iconic to that platform. Right now, the only thing that I'm really excited for about Halo 5 is continuing the story of Master Chief, because he is one of the coolest characters in video games, and hopefully 343 they don't mess it up. I mean, I still have a little faith in them, but after Master Chief Collection, it's barely there. Any faith that I do have for them, it's barely there. But anyway, I'd love to hear your opinions about Halo, because I don't know if I'm alone in this or not. So if you want to leave me a comment, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Alright, I'll see you next time.